नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादि पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। कुमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Secrets, Raja Guhyam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 15th chapter. So this is one of the smallest chapter in Bhagavad Gita. So, but the title is the Yoga of the Supreme Person. There is Purushottama. Krishna is the Supreme Person, so he is the Purushottama. That's why it's known as Purushottama Yoga. Our thoughts should be always on Krishna only. We should think only about Krishna all the time. Krishna came to this world not because he was forced to accept a body here, forced to take birth here. But we came to this world because we are bonded to this material body. It's basically karma bandha and janma bandha. That's the reason we came to this world. And Krishna is coming here to help us, not so that we don't come again. That's the reason Krishna is coming to this world. Even though he's there everywhere, he's in this world now also as the Paramatma, Super Soul, he's everywhere. He's far, far away from us. He's very, very close to us. He's inside, outside, everywhere Krishna is there. But to see him with our eyes, to perceive with all our senses, to talk to him, to touch him, to see him. For that, Krishna has to come like how he came when he came. So then only we can interact with him in this material. And there too, we should have the knowledge that he's the Supreme Lord. We should be able to understand and identify. Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that fools deride me when I descend in human form. Avajananti ma mudaha manushim tanum ashrita. Because they don't understand my superior nature. Parambhava majananto mama bhuta maheswa. I'm the supreme controller of all living entities. They don't understand my nature. That's what Parambhava majananto mama bhuta maheswa. Only the devotees know that Mahatmanastu Mampata Devim Prakriti Mashitaga Bhajanti Ananya Manasa Nyatva Bhutadi Mabhyam. Satadam Ketayanto Mam Yadantascha Drita Prataga Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nitya Yukta Upasat. So devotees understand, devotees know that. So now with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we know that Krishna is with us inside our body as a super soul. And we know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Ham sarvasya prabho mattaga sarvam pravartate itimatva bhajante mam buddhaga bhava samanvitaga. So if you know this, if anyone understands this, so he will render devotional service. That's all. Anyone who knows, understands that Krishna is the source of everything and everything comes from Krishna, just we need to know that. So that's what is knowledge. Knowing that Krishna is the Supreme Person, Krishna is everything. So knowing that and surrendering ourselves unto Krishna and doing everything for Krishna. So that's what is called knowledge. So in order to do that, we should avoid all our materialistic contacts. That's not going to help us. We need to understand that's not going to help us, all this materialistic contacts. So we should completely avoid. How are we going to do? Because they will drag us. They will not let us to go to Goloka. That's what we need to know. So with this knowledge, when we are engaged in devotional service, when we don't identify ourselves with this material body, so then we can constantly think about Krishna only, like all the time we should chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and read about Krishna's wonderful pastimes and chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra itself. When we do it, that practice every day, we will become experts in that. It's all based on practice only, nothing else. Practice, practice, practice. That's what is known as sadhana. So we can do sadhana. So that is practice. Right now, we are studying this Bhagavad Gita. This is a sadhana. We are doing it every day. At least 5 days a week. And we are able to listen to Krishna's songs. And we are able to fix our mind on Krishna. Our mind should not go anywhere. It should be only on Krishna. Because the mind, we can easily lose our mind. Because it is trained to go like that. That's why it's happening. If we train our mind not to go like that, if we train our mind only to remember Krishna all the time, then it's not going to be easy to let the mind wander here and there. Then we need to practice to do that. If you want to simply go away, go out, let our mind to wander, so then it's going to be difficult if we practice and focus our mind on Krishna. So that's what is very important. So we need to achieve that kind of life, that our mind should not go anywhere. Our mind should not think about anything else in this material. So that is possible only with constant practice. Sada tat bhava bhavitaga. Sada means always. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajatyante kalevaram. So whatever bhavam, whatever form we remember at the time of death, we'll get it. Tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tat bhava bhavita. So what we always remember, that's what we are going to remember at the time of death, and we are going to get it. That's what Krishna is teaching us. Sada tat bhava bhavita. If you always remember Krishna, then we are going to remember Krishna at the time of death. That's what is going to happen. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed that we'll remember Krishna and go to Golok. If you always remember Krishna. And practically how we can do that. So, the surroundings around us, surroundings are changing. Circumstances are changing always. So, we need to just fix our mind on Krishna. Means we need to focus on what he's teaching us and what he's expecting us to do and how to do everything so that Krishna likes it. That's what is very important. We should do things which Krishna likes. And as I already mentioned earlier, that if we love Krishna, then with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if you want to do everything for Krishna, then Krishna will make us to do things which he likes. Because for any action to succeed, there are totally 5 factors. And all have to come together. And in that, Krishna is one of the important factors. 5 causes. So Krishna is also one in that. And when we want to forget about this material world, when we want to focus only on Krishna, when we want to do everything for Krishna, all such things, then Krishna will help us to do that. Krishna will make sure that we can succeed in that effort. So he gives us the strength. He gives us all. He makes sure that our circumstances are very conducive for liberation, so that Krishna will definitely do that. In fact, he's doing that already. Right now we are studying Bhagavad Gita is a proof that Krishna is helping us. Krishna is doing that. That's why we are studying Bhagavad Gita like this. And we are close to finishing 15th chapter, maybe in the next few days, 3 to 3 days. So then that means 16, 17, 18, only 3 more chapters for us to finish this cycle of Bhagavad Gita, what we are studying. That means we are going to start again from the first chapter, first sloka. And we have the strong desire that we also want to study Krishna's wonderful pastimes. That is 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which has got 90 chapters, close to 4,000 verses. It also Krishna will make sure that it will happen actually. We will study, we will understand, we will do everything only for Krishna. So Krishna is a supreme Lord and he is giving us the memory, he is giving us the knowledge and everything. So that way it's all going to happen. That way we need to keep on focusing our efforts, mind, everything on Krishna. Then we will be able to see wonderful current times, not past times. We can execute. Krishna will do it through us. Srila Prabhupada at the age of 70, coming alone in a cargo ship and traveling for months in the very tough ocean. So he came all the way to US and he went all the way to US and he started this ISKCON and he wrote this Bhagavad Gita as it is and he translated the Srimad Bhagavatam and he started temples all over the world, ISKCON temples, Hare Krishna temples. So that is Krishna's current times only. We can't imagine at that age for a person to do all those things. It's not an ordinary thing. We cannot take it easy because it is easy because Krishna did it. Krishna helped. Otherwise, at the age of 70, for a person to have that much energy to do that, it is impossible, because only Krishna can do that. That's what we need to understand it. Only Krishna can do all those things. So Krishna gives us all the needed strength, energy. Krishna shows us the way, and to please him, to do everything for him. So over a period of time, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, by giving up everything, all attachments on everything in this material world, and not thinking about anything, and focusing our mind on Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and of course preparing very nice, delicious prasadam and offering to Krishna always. So that way we can make sure that our life is full of bliss, full of very activeness. So we can make our life very active, not like lazy, like doing all kinds of nonsense, stupid things, and getting ourselves bound to this material world more and more. That means committing a lot more sins. Those things and all will not happen for a devotee of Krishna. क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा सस्वच्छान्तिं निगच्छति कौन्तेया प्रतिजानीहि न मे भक्तः प्रणश्यति. That's what Krishna said. So my devotee will become quickly righteous and attains everlasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Kaunteya pratijanihi na me bhaktaka pranashyati. So what else we need? We are Krishna's devotees. If you are studying Bhagavad Gita, means we are Krishna's devotees. No other proof is needed. If you are listening to Krishna, if you are understanding Bhagavad Gita, if you are able to understand every sloka word by word, so that means we are Krishna's devotees. Because Krishna told Arjuna, since you are my devotee and friend, I am giving you this most confidential knowledge. Bhaktosi me saka cheti ragasyam ki etat uttamam. That's why Krishna gave this knowledge to Arjuna. Because Arjuna is already a devotee of Krishna. And that's why Krishna is giving us this knowledge, because we are his devotees. And now, just by using this knowledge, we can achieve whatever we want. Everything can be achieved with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So, the topmost achievement, what we need to gain is that we should not be bothered by what we had and what we are going to hear. यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च. That's what should happen in our life. And how that is possible? It is possible only if you are constantly engaged in Krishna's service, engaged in remembering Krishna and doing everything for Krishna. Then only it is possible. And our Lord, Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, is helping us to do that. Because we have got so much of opportunities now. I'm sure there are hundreds and thousands of devotees are waiting to study this Bhagavad Gita. So that means all of us have got that very important, great responsibility. That is the service opportunity to please Krishna by identifying more and more devotees and giving them this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. It's very important. We should find innovative ways to let others know that we are studying Bhagavad Gita, we are enjoying that. In fact, we should keep ourselves extremely busy in doing that. So that's what is very important. And all such things can happen by Krishna's causeless mercy. It's already happening by his mercy. And we are making great progress. And now we understand everything about the three modes of material nature, about mind, senses, intelligence, body, soul, and how they are related. Everything, all their relationship, everything is very clear. So we are successfully studying in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So now by Krishna's causeless mercy, in the 15th chapter, in the sloka number 16, what we studied. Vavimau purushau loke क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरग सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थो अक्षर उच्यते. So, in this world, there are two types of beings. Dvavimau Purusha. There is Kshara and Akshara, fallible and infallible. Ksharaga Sarvani Bhutani, all the living entities in this world, so they are Kshara, they are fallible. Kutasto Akshara Uchati. So those who are in the spiritual world, Kutasto, so they are Akshara. So that's what Krishna is teaching. There are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is called infallible. Now, in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing, in the sloka number 17. Uttamaga purushastvanyaka paramatme judakritaha yo lokatrayam mavishya bibartyavyayisvaraha. So there is another person who is the supreme person, Uttama Purusha. That's what Purushottam. Uttamaga Purushastvanyaga, Paramatma Udakradaga. He is considered as Paramatma, he is known as Paramatma. And he enters into all the three words. Yolokatrayam Avisya Bibatti Abhyayaga Iswaran. He maintains them. So the supreme inexhaustible Lord, so Abhyaya Iswaraga, so he is maintaining them. Besides these two, there is the greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself. He who has entered three worlds and is maintaining them. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing in the sloka number 18. Yasmaksharam nathitokam aksharatapi chotamaha atosmi loke vedecha pratitaha purushotamaha. Because I am above both Kshara and Akshara. Yasmat Ksharam Atito Aham Aksharat Apichottamagam. Therefore, I am celebrated in this world as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Atosmi Loke Vedecha. This Loka knows me, this world knows me, that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this loka and in this Vedas, loke Vedecha. So in this world, in the Vedas, so in the Vedic literature, I am celebrated, Pratitaha, Purushottam. I am celebrated as the Supreme Personality of God. Because I am transcendental, beyond both the fallible and the infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in the world and in the Vedas as that Supreme Person. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, now we have successfully finished 18th slokam in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindavan. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Ram Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Palyapan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So again, yesterday I could not attend because of some important, same time, important work I have to do, Aadhaar, that is why. Then today's class is also is very interesting that generally our mind is practiced because of we have taken birth in this material world. Always we remember the material world. To come out of it, it's a very tough job. We have to remember always Krishna and do all the thing. That is a very interesting thing, really. That normally we don't think that we are born in a material world, so our mind is always thinking of that material world. That is a very interesting thing. Then the slogas also very interesting because anyway, Krishna is a God who created the whole world. That is a thing, the slogas, both the slogas, yesterday and today. That he is the supreme personality of all the complete world. Very interesting thing. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Sheena Mataji Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you so much Guruji.
Thank
Today's
you,
class. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu ji.
Hare
Dandavat pranam.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama.
Rama.
Hare
Rumba Nandis, Nalla
Krishna.
Class,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Asa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Guruji. Yes, Mata, you can speak.
Guruji. Okay. Thank you, Guruji, for nice class. By causeless mercy of Krishna, we are practicing regularly.
Yes, Mother. Krishna's
So
costless.
practice make man perfect. Perfect, Guruji.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you, Guruji,
Thank you, Mataji.
for
Hare
keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Thank you for all your efforts, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Very nice. All the time you keep saying that Krishna is with us, and we really need to use this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to understand. Yes, Guruji. It's very important, Guruji. And these classes and these sessions, what we are having every morning, is really keeping us in touch with Bhagavad Gita.
Let's go.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Pranam Guruji, Dandavat.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji. It's Krishna's mercy. Yes.
Joined a little bit late, Guruji. We'll follow on YouTube.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you very much for today's class. So we have continued with the sloka. As you said, it is a brief and short sloka, the whole chapter. So we also, studied again, try to understand Shara and Akshara concept. And Krishna is available, and he has taken birth only to, remove our sin and to uplift ourselves from the, the materialistic bonding. So time to time, he takes his, through his super soul, he also try to, uplift the society from the Maya Shakti. So it is happened during Mahabharata, he has done. And later point of time also, it is happening through his energy. Some super soul comes in and they try to uplift. So our Prabhupada also, one among them, in the age of 70, 77, he could able to achieve what Krishna wanted to achieve for this Kali Yuga. He could able to, make out the Bhagavad Gita as it is. So normally we go through many of the versions, which is the manual intervention will be there. The Kalpanic intervention will be there. and the people individual try to impose their own thought process, their own experience, their own realization of spirituality in their books, whatever they authored. But in the case of Prabhupada, he wanted to bring this Bhagavad Gita in an original shape as it is. Therefore, there is no editing, there is no a kind of personal opinion comes in. Everything comes from Krishna. As rightly you said, for us the mode of understanding and try to do our life purposeful is Bhagavad Gita. So we have to revolve around Bhagavad Gita. But there are many question arises how to do it, what to do it. By thinking so, what we do is we are bringing more people into this platform, making them to understand, making them that they should impart this knowledge, which is original knowledge, and try to uplift them. That is what the service we are doing to the mankind. Apart from that, individually we try to impose ourselves that everything is Maya and try to be come out of that expectation mode. But we are mankind, human is error, therefore we make mistakes sometimes. So we forget to understand that all these things are temporary in nature. So the permanent thing is to go into the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So we try to do that, and each and every moment, for example, if we are not getting sleep, we are disturbed, we are having a heavy thought process, something else, on a domestic or something in a career, or whatever it is. So when you chant Krishna and make him that please help to get me asleep, Krishna comes in, he gives us sleep, and he also makes us to awaken Dursapana. There are many cases where in which the people have Dursapana in the sleep also. So Krishna removes that Dursapana also, and he makes us that we are awake during sleep also. And when we wake up, we should thank him that he made us to sleep, and we are at control of Krishna. The whole process happens through Krishna in the sleep also. And when we awake, again we go to him and tell him that we are awake and we have to do the same process what we did the previous day. So this is the continuous process. In this continuous process, uplifting is happening, our mental maturity is happening, we are understanding the Bhagavad Gita in a purest sense. That is what is important here. Thank you very much for today's class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Interesting session today also. In the beginning, you have said about the sadhana, practice, practice, and the practice, if we are remembering Krishna's name continuously, then our mind will not go wayward. And interesting session today also. Thank you, Guruji, for your wonderful class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.